Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Oh, I might have brought the wrong one up. Right one.
Man, it is hot out. It's too warm for, softball. It's September. That's what he was talking about having hoodies, and I was like, I said, oh, wait a minute, it'll still be 90. Yeah.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. The Indian Sports Network is now on the air. Welcome everyone that's listening to today's softball game between the visiting Wellsville-Middletown Tigers. They are 1-9 on the season, and your hometown Elsberry Indians, 5-2 on the season. Pretty hot day out here today. For those of you that don't know me, don't recognize this voice, my name is Kenny Masterson, and this is my very first softball game to be doing for Indian Sports Network. So bear with me, and I'm sure we'll get through this together. As you can see on the stream, the captains are meeting with the umpires, getting down the rules of the game. Looks to me like the Indians have had a pretty good season this year. I'll have to be honest, this is the first time that I've had the opportunity to see them play, but I've studied a little bit on how they've done. Like I said, they're 5-2 on the season, and one loss coming to Van Far and one loss coming to Bowling Green. And the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers, they're 1-9. Looks like they're having a little tougher season this year, but that doesn't mean that they can't pull out of that slump. Starting lineups for today for the visiting Wellsville-Middletown Tigers. We'll have number 3, Michaela Stewart. She will be playing shortstop. We have number 1, Brooke Peckham. She'll be playing center field. Number 30, Becca Sewell. She'll be catching. Number 12, Jaylee Sewell will be pitching. Number 13, Kennedy Renfro. She will be on third base. Number 21, Brooke Lionberger will be in right field. Number 34, Natalie Frank will be at second base. Number 10, Kaya Mays. She will be in left field. And number 23, Maddie Burtz, will be the designated player. And I have to admit, that's a new position for me. Like I said, I'm not all that familiar with softball, and so I'll be learning as I go. Now for Elsberry. Batting first will be number 1, Mackenzie Pruitt. Mackenzie's going to be playing third base tonight. Batting second, number 13, Emma Flaster. She'll be in center field. Batting third, number 22, Tess Weekly. She will be playing shortstop. Batting fourth, number 5, Megan Hagemeyer. She'll be playing second base. Batting fifth, number 9, Tyra Henderson. She'll be catching. Batting sixth, number 15, Kylie Kinsler. She'll be pitching. Batting seventh, number 24, Jada Irving. She'll be playing left field. Batting eighth, number 6, Kara Lovelace. She'll be at first base. And batting ninth is number 2, Tyree Henderson. And she'll be playing right field. The Lady Indians are warming up now in preparation for the first batter that is coming up to the plate. That's number 3, Michaela Stewart. First pitch is a call, swing and a strike. Kylie Kinsler looks in. Second pitch is a ball high and outside. head. So we have base hit for Michaela Stewart. Batting second for Wellsville, Brooke Peckham, center fielder. She steps up, right-handed batter. Call strike, first pitch. On one pitch. Call strike two. Fouled back to my right. Still strike two. Batter's ready. Ball one. Little low. One ball and two strikes. Runner on first. Runner goes for second. And the throw's not quite in time. Count is 2-2. Runner on second. Ball hit the shortstop. Holds up the runner. And the throw's in time to first. One out. Next batter up's number 30, Becca Sewell. She's the catcher for Wellsville. Right-handed batter. And she bunts it foul. Runner goes back to second base. Count is no balls and one strike. But second bat bunt is foul. Count is 0-2. Pitcher's looking in. And a called third strike. Caught the outside corner. Strike one on the next batter, which is Jaylee Sewell, number 12. She's the pitcher. Ball's outside. Catcher looks the runner back to second. Ball hit to second base. Fumbled a little, and she's in time. That's 3 outs. So coming up for the Lady Indians in the first inning will be number 1, Mackenzie Pruitt. Mackenzie's playing third base today. Pitching for the Tigers is Jaylee Sewell. Catching is Becca Sewell. Just watching her wind up. She's got a pretty good wind up there. I'm glad I'm not batting against these pitchers. I don't think I could do very well. Now Mackenzie Stewart comes into this game. Let's see, I got her batting average here someplace. She's batting .214 with 28 at-bats. Right-handed batter. First pitch. Attempted to bunt, and it was foul straight back. Gives us a count of no balls and one strike. And that was swung on and fouled. Just about, if there wouldn't have been a fence there, that would have gone right into the Tigers' dugout. Two pitches, two strikes. Big time change up there, came in a ball. And swung on and a strike three. Brings up right-handed batter number 13, Emma Flaster. She's a center fielder. Foul ball. Count is 1-1. And that was a strike on the inside corner. This pitcher is painting the plate. Foul ball to the right. Keeps the count 1-2. Pitcher's looking in. Ball two. Low and inside. 2-2. One out. No runners on. Foul ball. Stays 2-2. There's the foul ball down to third base. Kind of clouding up a little bit here. Makes it better for me. It's awful hot sitting here. There's a ball hit to third base. Over to first, and it's in time. That's 2 outs. Brings up number 22, Tess Weekly. Tess is playing shortstop this week. Tess is a 571 batter. Ball's in the dirt coming in 0-1. I'm sorry, 1-0. I guess a little dyslexia on my balls and strikes. Ball hit sharply to the shortstop, deep in the hole. And she beat it out. Base hit. Coming up now, we have number 5, Megan Hegemeyer. Megan is playing second base this game. Looking over, getting her signs. And she steps into the batter's box, right-handed batter. Ball gets away from the catcher, but the runner stays. Strike one. Swing on, strike two. Runner at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball hit sharply, but it's foul. And Megan steps back in. Bit of a foul tip off the end of the bat. Dribbles over to the right. Still 1-2. Ball 2, and the throw to second is not in time. So now we have 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. And that's in the form of Tess Weekly. Hit sharp to center field, and put out is made. So at the end of 1, we have no score.
Since Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
And we're back for the top of the second inning. Tigers batter is Kennedy Renfro. First pitch, she squared up to bunt. Second pitch was a ball. Ball hit right to first base. 1 out. Brings up number 21, Brooke Lionberger. Brooke is playing right field tonight. Right-handed batter. Pitch right in there for a strike. High and outside. Ball low. And a call strike. Strike 2. Count is 2-2. Swung on. Strike 3. Brings up number 34, Natalie Frank. Natalie is the second baseman for Wellsville. Pitch right in there for a strike. Ball fouled off. And quickly it's 0-2. And a call, strike 3. Kylie Kinsler is on her game tonight. Three up, 3 down.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we're back. Starting off for the bottom of the second for Elsberry is going to be number 9, Tyra Henderson. She takes a strike on her first pitch. Ball hit sharply to the shortstop and went through. She is safely on first. Up now is number 15, Kylie Kinsler, the pitcher. Ball high. second pitch was a strike, 1-1. Runner on first, no outs, 1-1 pitch. Ball 2. Got a bunt down the third base line. Looks like everybody's safe. Brings up right-handed batter number 24, Jada Irving. I just heard somebody in the crowd say Jada, so I guess it's Jada Irving. Jada's the left fielder. And that scored a run. Right back to the pitcher, and she fumbles it. Safely on first. Batting now, number 6, Kara Lovelace. Runners on first and third. Double steal, and the ball is dropped. Safe at home. Don't see those double steals all the time. We have a runner on second. Bunt right up the middle. Third, hunter by third. And she was called safe. Advance the runner to third. Brings up number 2, Tyree Henderson. Call strike. Squared up to bunt. Called strike. First left-handed batter I've seen tonight. Tried to bunt. Went foul. Strike 2. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball right off the bat. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on second, runner on third. Still nobody out. Ball low. Ball outside. 3-2, full count. Runner on second, runner on third, full count on the batter, nobody out. And the call there was interference on the runner. So Lovelace was called out on the base pass for interference with the shortstop. Looks like Tyra is safe at first. So we have one out. Throw to second. Runner safe at second. And the runner coming home is scored at home plate. It was Jada Irving scored from third. Little conference on the mound right now. Runner on second. Brings up Mackenzie Pruitt. Top of the batting order. One out. Ball hit sharply down third, but it is foul. Another foul ball off the end of the bat. 0-2 quickly. Oh, and two's the count. Ball high and outside. Still got a runner on second. One out. Foul ball. Still 1-2. One out. Runner on second. Scores 3-0 in favor of Elsberry. Ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. Mackenzie steps back in. Hit sharply down to third base, but they called it foul. Good stop by the third baseman for Wellsville. That is Kennedy Renfro. Still 2-2. Ball hit to third. Throw to first. And call is out.
Think up the middle, 1-3. Think up the middle. Hard.
So now we have 2 outs. Runner advanced to third. We now have Emma Flaster up to bat. Swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike. Still 3-0 in the second inning. Bottom of the second. Ball hit sharply to third. And the throw is made to first. Third out.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports
And up to bat first for Wellsville is number 10, Kaya Mays. First pitch is outside for a ball. Second pitch is a ball outside. Kaya Mays is a right-handed batter. Back to the pitcher. Over to first. First out. Brings up Maddie Burtz. Another right-handed batter. First pitch is a strike. Kinsler looks in. Foul balls. Foul ball to the right. That no balls and two strikes. And there was a ball high and outside. Through the pitcher, quickly to first, and throw is in time. Shortstop to first base. Quickly, 2 up and 2 down. Brings up the top of the batting order. Number 3, Michaela Stewart. Ball low. Another low. 2 balls, no strikes. So the count is 3-0. That ball was outside. Looks like Michaela Stewart's being a little patient. There was a strike. Caught the outside corner. Count 3-1. Ball hit sharply and over the right fielder's head. Coming in a second, and they make a throw to third, and she's held up with a double. So with a 2 outs, runner on second, we now have Brooke Peckham. Ball hit sharply to second. Throw wouldn't have been in time anyway, but it got through the first base. Runner did advance to third. So we have runners at the corners. Have to wait a couple seconds here for Wellsville's catcher to take her equipment back off. Looks like she had it on ready to catch. Now she's going to be batting. And it's important to keep the shoes tied. Man, I was sure glad to see that sun go behind the clouds. I think it's still only about 115 degrees right now. Batter steps in. Sharply hit to right field. Drops in. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. She's safe at third with a triple. Ball 1 to Jaylee Sewell. Runner on third, 2 outs. Foul ball to the right. Good thing there's a fence there. Ball low. Ball low. So we now have a count of 3-1 on Jaylee Sewell. Runner is on third base. Ball hit sharply to third, or throw to first, and she's out. So with a 5-3 throw, it is now the middle of the third inning with the Elsberry Lady Indians 3, the Wellsville Tigers 2.
To help living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma. Help Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community.
And we're back for the bottom of the third inning. First up is Tess Weekly. Tess had a single and a stolen base in the first inning. Ball hit sharply. And we have a home run right down the third base line. Solo home run by number 22, Tess Weekly. And the Elsberry team comes out to home plate to congratulate her. That makes the score 4-2 in favor of Elsberry. And brings up Megan Hegemeyer. Ball inside. Ball outside. Megan flew out to left field her last time up. Pitcher getting her signs. Foul ball. Pitcher looking in, getting her sign. Here's the pitch. Right back up the middle to the pitcher. Throws a little bit high, but she pulled it in. One out. Brings up Tyra Henderson with one out. No runners on. Pitcher getting ready. Strike one. One out, nobody on. The ball's one strike. Ball hit sharply into center. And center fielder's right there to catch it. That is two outs. Brings up the pitcher, number 15, Kylie Kinsler. Kylie had a single last up at bat. Ball outside. Swing on and strike one. One and one with two outs and nobody on. Ball two outside. Kylie steps out. She's back in, ready to go. Pitcher looking around. There's the pitch. Strike. Two and two, two outs, nobody on. Ball hit right back to the pitcher. Throws in the dirt and through her legs, and Kylie's running to second. So with 2 outs, we have a runner on second, and Jada Irving is up to bat. Jada had a single her first time up. Ball 1.
Go, Jay. Let's do this right here.
Pitcher getting ready. Getting her signs. Wind up and a pitch in the dirt. Kinsler was wanting to run, but she knew better. And there is a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 3. I'm sorry, strike 2. It looked just like a strike 3. Counts 2-2. He'll dribble her right in front, and she is thrown out. So that's the end of the 3rd inning with your Elsberry Lady Indians 4 and the Wellsville Tigers 2.
You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we are back for the top of the 4th inning. Bunted up and thrown out at first. That was Kennedy Renfro. That brings up 21, Brooke Lionberger. Ball low and inside. Ball hit sharply to third and through shortstop. Fielded by the left fielder, so we have a safe hit for Brooke Lionberger. Brings up Natalie Frank with 1 out, 1 runner on. Ball hit sharply to third and through third base. Ball came into the shortstop. Back to the pitcher. So we have 2 singles in a row. So Wellsville starting off this inning with 2 singles, runners on first and second. Now we have Kaya Mays batting. Foul ball off the plate. No balls and 1 strike. And call strike. Little dribbler to the shortstop. Throw to first, and she's out. But the advance the runners. So Wellsville now has runners on second and third. One out. And that brings up Maddie Burtz. And she flies out to first base. So at the end of 3.5 innings, it is still Elsberry 4, Wellsville-Middletown 2.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps.
And we're back for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Kara Lovelace will be batting. She squares up to butt and bunts it foul. Pitches high for a ball. High and outside for ball two. Ball hit high into center field. And it drops between the center and right fielder, and she's running for second, and she's in safe. So Kara Lovelace leads this inning off with a double. Brings up number 2, Tyree Henderson. She squared up to bunt, but it went through, and Kara Lovelace took third. Another bunt attempt, and it's fouled back. Looks like the only left-handed batter on this team. There's a bunt right down at the, and a throw is past first base. Runner scores, and Tyree Henderson goes to second. So we're back at the top of the batting order now. Mackenzie Pruitt coming in right-handed. One runner on second. And the bunt attempt, and it's foul. And there's another bunt attempt. Must have been off the plate because it was called foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. Nobody out. Foul ball. Still no balls and 2 strikes. No outs. Runner on second. And with a wild pitch, runner runs to third base. It's Tyree Henderson out there on third base. She's the runner. So we now have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Henderson on third. Fly ball. Looks like shortstop has it. And she holds the runner on third. Next up with 1 out for Elsberry is Emma Flaster. Ball low. One ball, no strikes. Runner on third. 1 out. Fouled back, just out of play. Ball hit sharply to center field. And center fielder has it. And she's running for home. And she is tagged out. That is 3 outs. So we're halfway through the 5th inning. The score is 5-2 in favor of the home team, Elsberry Indians, over the Wellsville Tigers. So I'm hoping that everyone is enjoying my broadcast. I'm enjoying doing it. Again, this is my first time ever doing a softball game like this. And practicing for it at home was a heck of a lot easier than doing it right here. So I'm hoping that I'm keeping everybody informed. I'm hoping that you're enjoying what I'm saying. If you're watching this, then I believe this is on YouTube. You have an opportunity to leave some comments. Go ahead and leave me some comments. Let me know what I can do better. Besides everything. Leading off for Wellsville is number 3, Michaela Stewart, and she hits it right back to the pitcher over to first base. One pitch, one out. Next up, number 1, Brooke Peckham. She had a single her last time up. And she's in and right, off the pitcher's glove. But second baseman picks it up and throws to first, and she is out. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. Brings up Becca Sewell. She hits it hard, hard in between center and right. And she's rounding first and hits second base. They got it back in with 2 outs. Wellsville has a runner on second. She's hit pretty good tonight. She had a triple her second time up and now a double on her third time up. That brings up Jaylee Sewell, the pitcher, with 2 outs. Strike 1. Hit to third base, right over to first, and with the exception of a double, that was 4 up and 3 down. Runner left on second. So now halfway through the 5th inning, we now have the score of 5-2, Elsberry over Wellsville.
Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And we are back. Leading off for the Indians in the bottom of the 5th is number 22, Tess Weekly. She steps in. Sewell gets ready, and there's the pitch. And it's a sharply hit ball, foul down the third baseline. Second pitch is high and outside. Ball one, strike one. Ball low. Batter's ready. And the pitch. Another foul. We have 2 and 2 on Test Weekly. That was a ball outside, and it is 3 and 2. Pitch is ready. Wind up. And ball 4, high and outside. Brings up Megan Hegemeyer. Runner on first, nobody out. Strike one. And swung on, and strike two. Ball was a little outside. Sharply hit right past the shortstop. So we now have runner on first and second. We now have Tyra Henderson up to bat. Nobody out. 2 runners. Ball hit sharply into left field. Ball's coming in and no throw to the plate. And Tess Weekly scores from second base. So we still have runners on first and second. And Kylie Kinsler is up. No outs. Score is now 6-2. Foul ball to the left. And a double steal. Runners are now on second and third. In the meantime, that was a ball. So with runners on second and third, nobody out. Kinsler steps in. Ball low and in the dirt. And runners are stared back. Two balls and one strike. outside. Full count, 3-2, nobody out. Runners on second and third. Ball 4. That brings up Jada Irving. And looks like we have a substitution. Number 24 is coming out. Let's see who's coming in. Number 19. Let's see. That is Morgan Jones. A little bit of time here while they get everything adjusted. So Morgan Jones, right-handed batter. First bat tonight. She takes a call strike. Sharply hit between right field and center, and that scores. That scores 2 runs. Yeah, Kylie Kinsler wisely stayed on third. But 2 more runs for Elsberry. Brings up number 6, Kara Lovelace. She stands in, ready for a pitch. And a very soft bunt to the pitcher. And runner on second ran to third. Third did not run to home, and she had to then, and they throw was to home plate, and she was thrown out. So now we have Tyree Henderson. Hit right back to the pitcher. Dropped the ball, and she did not recover. And we have another run score on that error. That was Morgan Jones scored. That makes the score 9-2. Elsberry have runners on first and second. Ball low. Mackenzie Pruitt up to bat at this time. Ball 2 low. Standing in, waiting for the pitch. Strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul ball. Strike 2. 2-2. Foul ball down to third base. Still 2-2. Foul right over the fence. Still 2-2. Little time taken by Mackenzie Pruitt, but she's back in. And the pitch. Swing on and strike 3. And that's 2 outs and brings up Emma Flaster. Ball outside. Ball 2. Little low and inside. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. And the pitch. Ball 4. A 2-out walk loads the bases. That brings up Tess Weekly. I would say one of the more dangerous batters. And there is a conference at the mound now for Wellsville. Weekly's down to talk to her coach. Everybody's got to get a strategy. In the bottom of the 5th, it is Elsberry 9, Wellsville 2. And everybody's going back to their respective places. Looks like we're going to have a ball game here in a second. Tess Weekly digging in. Pitcher's ready and a windup. Ball's outside. Ready for the second pitch. Ball's inside and high, and the runners advance, and that scores another run. And again, I don't know these rules very well, but Wellsville just opted to put Weekly on base. I guess that's a equivalent of an intentional pass. So that brings up Megan Hegemeyer with the score 10-2. Ball low. Ball hit right back to the pitcher. And throw to home and called out. So at the end of 5, we now have Elsberry 10, Wellsville-Middletown 2.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State Activities Association remind everyone to do our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust.
And as we get ready to start the 6th inning, we have a score of 10-2, Elsberry. First up for Wellsville will be number 13, Kennedy Renfro. Elsberry still has Kylie Kinsler in pitching. Ball sharply hit to second base and snagged right out of the air. That brings up number 21, Brooke Leyenberger. And she hits the ball to third and throws over to first, and she is out. Quickly, 2 up and 2 down. Once again, a matter of 2 pitches and 2 outs. Kylie's not using up her arm that fast at that rate. And I'm really glad there was a fence right there. That could have been serious injuries to all this equipment. It's worth more than me. Swung on and a strike. One ball, 2 strikes. And there's strike 3, so 3 up and 3 down. Halfway through the 6th inning, score is still 10-2, Elsberry.
Everyone to come to the game. The high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes,
and we're back for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Elsberry is going to be bringing up number 9, Tyra Henderson. Tyra's had a couple of hits tonight. And as the umpire cleans off home plate so we can see it a little bit better. Tyra gets ready to step in. And as she steps in, and Sewell gets ready to pitch. Ball 1. Ball 2 high. Hard hit center field. And it is caught. That's the first out of the 6th inning. That brings up the pitcher, Kylie Kinsler. Ball high. Ball 2 high. Count of 2-0. Kylie steps back in. Called strike. She was taking all the way there. Ball 3 high. Count of 3-1. 1 out in the 6th inning. Ball hit high into the air, center field. And snagged right in there. Brings up Jada Irving. Now, I'm sorry. She went out in the last inning. Brings up Morgan Jones. Ball hit the shortstop, and it's booted. She is safely on first with an error. So with 2 outs, we now have Mackenzie Pruitt up to bat. Ball's outside. Strike 1. 2 outs, runner on first. 1-1 is the count on Mackenzie Pruitt. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball hit back to the pitcher. Throw over to first, and it is through. So she's on through, and Kinsler's heading for home. So on the air, a run scores, and Morgan Jones goes to third. So with 2 outs, the score is now 11-2. Brings up Tyra Henderson. Swung on and a strike. Strike 2. And the runner is safe coming in from third base. Stolen base. Number 6, Kara Lovelace. And that is the end of the game. Apparently they have a 10-run limit in the 6th inning. So as the teams high-five each other, showing good sportsmanship, the final score of the game is Elsberry 12 and Wellsville-Middletown 2. Once again, I'd like to remind everybody that this was my very first softball game to call. I've actually watched softball a lot in my life, but this was the very first one I've ever called. So I hope I did a satisfactory job for everybody out there. And until the next game, this is Kenny Masterson signing off. Thank you for listening.